5 stocks that are down 30+% from recent highs to watch now. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we are going to look at some juicy growth stocks at some juicy discounts. Certain markets have been hit particularly hard as of late. There's been some corrections going on, there's been some considerable pullbacks in general, and let's take advantage, baby. Times like these generally are the best times to, load up on some of your favorite long-term investments. I know right now things aren't very good. There's a lot of red days, a lot of short-term losses, but we can make a lot of long-term money during times like these. So that's what today's video is going to be all about, and I do own all of the companies we are going to speak about today, which makes it particularly interesting because I obviously believe in the long-term outlook of each one of these companies. So my friends, right before we do get into the first company of today, which is Palantir that you will see on the screen in front of you, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Drop me a comment down below. I'm very interested. What have you guys been buying over the last week or so while these red days have been happening? What have you been buying? And please, my friend, if you are indeed new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button. We're going to try to get to 100,000, baby. Also, if you are indeed interested, my friends, feel free to hit that first link in the description to sign up to my private Discord group. You get access to all of my buy and sell alerts, pretty much daily messages from me. You join a large community of like-minded individuals who love speaking about stocks. And if you'd like 2 free stocks on Webull, that's the second link. You gotta sign up, deposit $100, you get literal free money. So my friends, the very first company of today is indeed Palantir. So me and Palantir, I initially bought in somewhere around here. I think we were at $15 or so a share, okay? And then I actually did buy more. I think it was in the 24s or 25s. So it should go without saying that at current prices, yes, I quite like them. I may have even bought them at a little bit of a higher price. But we're at particularly interesting price points with Palantir from a technical point of view as well. You can see we have developed these incredibly long trend lines all the way back to the end of November. We have spent a lot of time trading between, let's say, $23.59 and somewhere in the realms of even $30, $31 a share. And you can see we went way above that temporarily. We went all the way up towards $45 a share, and we have come right back down into this position. So a huge fall from grace for Palantir. I mean, they're down close to 40% from the absolute peaks, given they didn't spend much time there. And there's a couple of reasons why this happened with Palantir. Palantir released its first quarterly earnings report as a public company mid-month. Revenue was up 47% in 2020 compared to 2019, but Palantir only expects sales growth of greater than 30% in 2021. The company had a little bit more than $1 billion in revenue in 2020 and is targeting $4 billion in sales by 2025. And I'm sure that any Palantir follower will also be aware that the lockup period ended once the company actually did go public, and that most certainly did contribute to this sell-off. Both by insider selling some shares, I'm sure, but also just fear that was created, okay? A lot of, everyday people sold their shares. A lot of people made some really quick money and were willing to run away with the profits. Very fair. But to me, Palantir, I think is going to do fantastically over the next 4 or 5 years. I think now that we're back down into the price ranges somewhere between 23 and 25, I think we are at very good long-term value. Do I see a little bit more downside potential? Most certainly, especially if the broader market does keep, trending red slowly but surely. Palantir definitely has room to go lower, but it's very worth having on your watch list, and it's one that I'm contemplating adding more into now. Now we have a favorite on this channel. We have Lordstown Motors. Look at that chart. Look at those trends, again, that have been developed over months and months and months, and finally they broke out and they came down again to a very long-term area of support that we had before. I've been talking about these guys a lot in the Discord as of late, and I just think that below $20 a share, these guys with a long-term outlook are an absolute steal. I definitely don't think the volatility is over. I mean, all you have to do is look at their full chart and just look at how absolutely insane it really is, my friends. There's not many prolonged periods of consolidation. There's not many slow weeks or slow months. There usually is very large moves in one direction or the other. And you will see that on the monthly chart, okay, not even the full month, this company is down 33%. Now, we do have that very strong area of support right at around $19 a share. Our next prominent area of support is all the way down, just below $16. I think we're at very good long-term prices. Lordstown Motors has done nothing but come out with really good news as of late. I also believe that one part of the reason why this company sold off a little bit is because of the workhorse news. Anybody who's followed workhorse and Lordstown for a long time will know that a lot of the time they move in unison. One more piece of news just came out. Look, Lordstown Motors and Holman Enterprises announced a co-marketing agreement and expand on their alliance, which is awesome to see. Lordstown Motors electric race truck is mostly ready for off-roading. I mean, This company constantly has news coming out. We know we have over 100,000 pre-orders, and let's be honest, that number is probably at least a few 10,000 higher at this stage. I think these guys are going to do awesome. They have that first mover advantage. There's a lot of serious competition out there, but it's one to watch most certainly. Okay, now we have one that we haven't really spoken about on this channel for a long time. We have Chargepoint. So the merge has gone through and the ticker symbol has changed from SPE to CHPT. So I've spoken about quite a few different EV chargers over the last few months, okay? And for the most part, I didn't really like any of them at current prices. I always thought they were trading at really high multiples. Chargepoint is still my favorite out of any of the other EV charging related companies that I have spoken about, but I mean, I wasn't willing to buy them up in the 48s or the 45s, wherever it was, so I wasn't really speaking about them as much. But now we have to take a look at this chart, and we can see that, you know, we're at the most oversold levels they've pretty much ever been at. And you can see they are creating, for pretty much the first time, a lower area of support right around $27, maybe even as low as $25. So considering we're now at $28.45, it may not be the absolute worst time to buy in. Now, I will be honest, all of my shares are somewhere in the 15s, I think, so you know, I'm more than likely not going to be buying more just yet, but I do want this one on my watch list. I just forgot about them for a long time because I thought the valuation got a little bit crazy. So now I'm actually going to start actively following the price action a little bit more, and I may well be able to, you know, pay a price that I'm happy and up my position in this company. But I mean, look, we're at $28.50 again. We have those highs of pretty much $50 a share. Absolutely huge drops, worth having on that watch list if you are interested in this play. Okay, we have Virgin Galactic. This has been absolute insanity. So me and Virgin Galactic have a history on the channel. I always said for a very long time I love the company below 15 and I really like them below 17, and that's where I bought all of my shares. Now a lot of weird things happened. There was a lot of good news with Virgin Galactic, most certainly, but there was also a short squeeze, somewhat off the back of everything that happened with GameStop and AMC, and it led to these extraordinarily inflated prices. You will see highs of $62 a share. They are currently back down to $33.74. And I mean, you look at that price action, it's just been going down and down and down since it did make those highs. And the weird thing is, there wasn't any more supports or even resistances made realistically on a long time frame. The earliest one we still have debatably would be right at around $30 a share. The one I have marked out is closer to $27.50. So there's a reason that I didn't really buy on this run up. Is just I saw a lot of things that I didn't particularly like to see. I saw a lot of short squeeze stuff happening. I saw a lot of greed entering Virgin Galactic, and now we are seeing this pullback. Now again, I haven't sold any of my shares either, but that is a very large drop from the tops, my friend. So all I'm saying again is if you do believe in the long-term outlook of Virgin Galactic, put them on the watch list. But I honestly wouldn't be rushing to get into this company at current prices by any means. There is a lot of space stocks coming out right now. There was a while where Virgin Galactic was one of very few, you know, direct investments into the space industry. Now we have a lot. I mean, I just invested in a new one, in SFTW. We have SRAC. There's a lot of them. Helicity, Rocket Labs. They're coming out left, right, and centre as of late. It's almost like the EV SPAC boom part 2. We also found out about some delays in regards to flights, which of course, you know, we've seen this happen with Virgin Galactic time and time again. You know, we're excited, the stock goes up. We get delays, the stock comes down. Slowly but surely, usually it makes new highs. So I am just holding as of right now. I can't say I love it at this price whatsoever, but I do want you guys to be aware of that dip. And you know, have it on the watch list, be waiting. And then the second one I actually do have is Stable Road Acquisition Corp, SRAC, the SPAC who will be merging with Momentus, okay? This is a SPAC I really like. And I have to be honest, at current prices, I quite like it as well. So I bought these guys back here. I bought in, I think it was at 10.62, and nothing happened for a while. Everybody kind of forgot that they existed. And then we started making some really nice upward moves. Now we've had our ups and downs. Our old CEO wasn't able to use our own technology, so we had to get a new CEO. People reacted well. You can see it has quite volatile times. But we had been on this very clear upward trend. You'll see we had higher highs, we had higher lows. We had created this trend and we were following it very nicely for a long time until we gapped down as part of this market correction. Now the fact there is a gap down makes me very happy because you would be led to believe that this is going to be filled in at some stage. Now that doesn't mean it has to be next week or the week after or even in a month or two. It could be many months down the line. Do I think it's going to be? No. I think that as the markets begin to recover, as the markets overall make their next leg up, companies like SRAC will be right on that leg up as well. We came right back down to pretty much our only prominent area of consolidation that was part of a downward movement, which was right at around, you know, the $15 mark. So that was a very nice, very clear entry point. but from those highs of pretty much $30 a share, we're back down to sub 20. It's worth having your eyes on them. Not a lot has changed though since we initially invested. There hasn't been the most news in the world. You can go a couple of weeks without getting new news for this company, but I've always said this is the longest of long-term holds. I don't really have to actively monitor this one, but I do just want to every now and again put it back onto your guys' radar. But anyway, my friends, there are 5 stocks that are down 30+% to take a look at now. And I'm going to give you 2 bonus stocks really quickly. They are SPACs that now have incredibly low downside, both of which I'm invested in and I am red in, so it goes to show that I obviously think these are good prices. NGAC, we have an announcement. We know who we're merging with. This is an EV stock trading at 1080 a share who has orders. I don't understand this one. The risk is extraordinarily low. I'm considering going very heavy right now. No guarantees, of course. I may well just leave the position I have in there right now, as I am quite red, but I will be honest, I'm heavily contemplating dollar cost averaging. And then we have these guys who I just made a video on yesterday, who again have been doing terribly. A lot of hype got behind these guys. They very quickly went up to 15. Look at that 20% dip. I bought shares, I think I have a 13 something average, so I think I'm down close to 10% in this company. But now again, that risk is so low. You're carrying a sub 20% risk if, everybody decides that they hate this company for some reason. Worst case scenario, before the merger goes through, you can sell at 10 a share. They're 2 low risk places that you can park up some of your money right now if you want, if you're not too sure what to do in these volatile conditions. But anyway, my friends, if you watch this video all the way till the end, you are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you did enjoy the video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, drop me that comment down below, and please, my friends, subscribe if you're new around here. All that helps me out an awful lot. And again, if you are interested in that private Discord group, it is the first link in the description. Very juicy community. If you would like those free stocks on Webull, that's the second link. But anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.